Hello, Gemini. How are you? Thank you for joining my channel today. We're going to do your horoscope, or your cards, I should say, for the month of April. So, fellow Geminis, let's see what's in store for us. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these cards really well before I begin. In the meantime, what about that new moon in Libra, huh? Whew! Took forever to get here. Forever to get here. I'm feeling like myself again, which is nice. I'm sure you guys can relate. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and shuffle these. And see what's going on for us Geminis. Okay, one flew out. Hang on. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle these, and that other card I just put it back in the deck because I feel like it was supposed to go back in. It wasn't anything bad. It was just the Knight of Pentacles, but I just felt like it should go back in. So if the Knight of Pentacles pops up again, it was meant to be in this reading. All right, let's see. Eight of Wands, King of Pentacles, King of Swords in the reverse position. Interesting. So we're coming out of our heads, gems. We're coming out of our heads. We no longer want to be on our own. I feel like there's a lot of us Geminis out there who are waiting for that special person to come in. We've achieved some goals, and we're looking for the recognition for those things from family and friends. Currently, we feel like we have the energy of the King of Pentacles. So we feel pretty secure financially, and we're pretty grounded. But because we're not in our head anymore, I feel like we were in our head for a really long time. So I feel like we're very emotional right now. I know I felt very emotional over the last month. I'm feeling very emotional right now as well. The Lovers in the reverse. Yeah, we're looking for a relationship. I think a lot of us are looking for that one, right? I don't want to interject my own energy into this reading, but I am a Gemini, so it's going to be hard not to. I'll try my best. Oh, this is a relationship reading, 100%. I mean, look at this. Overall reading of the deck is the Nine of Cups in the reverse. We have the Six of Wands, King of Pentacles, King of Swords in the reverse, Two of Wands in the reverse, Six of Swords in the reverse, the Lovers in the reverse, the Ten of Cups in the reverse, the Four of Wands in the reverse, the Three of Cups in the upright position, and the Justice card right beside it. So I feel like the outcome of whatever's going to happen in this reading is that there's going to be a union. Someone from your past is coming in. You're going to feel balance again. The Justice card is all about balance and restorative justice. So something's being restored. A sense of balance is being restored. A sense of like whatever positive outcome you're looking for is going to happen here. The Three of Cups is a reunion card. It talks about people coming together, having a celebration. It also talks about like a past person coming in, somebody that you used to know. So that could potentially be someone from a past relationship that you once dated. Now, whether or not you want to get back involved with that person it's hard to say, because, sometimes it's not supposed to work for a reason. But anyway, the Nine of Cups is here in the reverse, which means we're no longer ignoring what's in front of us, which is fantastic, because I don't know about you, but for the last, I don't know how long, I've just been like, I'm good. I can do this on my own. I don't need anybody to come in. I don't need you. I am fine. And, my energies are good, and I don't need anyone else to fill my cup. I can fill my own damn cup. Thank you very much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Very independent. We've been Gemini for a little while now. And I feel like we're fed up with people who, you know, give us these promises and break them and, you know, pretend to be stable and they're not, or you get involved with somebody and they're not who they think, like who you think they are. Like, it's just, we're done with that shit. You know what I mean? So I feel like the King of Swords is here. It's our card, right? So represents us Geminis, and we've done a lot of work. You know, we've had a lot of hurt. We've gone through a lot of shit, and I feel like now we're reaping the rewards of that. So in the energy of our wants and desires, we want to be recognized, right? We want to be grounded financially, and we want to be out of our head. We want to be more we want to be more in our head a little bit. Like, we're too much in our heart. We're too emotional right now. We need that balance, and that's where this comes in. Okay? So it's coming in universally. So that will come. Right now we are going through a transitional period of switching energies. Okay? We're letting go of the past, moving on with the new. The Independence card is in the reverse position. So I want to look at that first. Because typically the Two of Wands is about being independent and doing your own thing. And I'm just interesting to see that. So currently, some of you had made travel plans maybe, and they fell apart. So that you can't transition forward and you can't be with that person. So whatever, there's a storyline coming in that if you are with somebody, it's not happening presently, and it's frustrating the hell out of you because you're all up in your heart about it. So I feel like you might be going through a little bit of depression over this. You feel very dependent on transitioning into the relationship with somebody. You're very dependent on this person. There's a codependency happening, I think, for one or two people out there watching this video. I don't think this is for everybody. I just feel like it's a storyline coming in for someone on this timeline who is going through that. I also feel like some of us are feeling like we have set the bar too low currently. Or not too low, too high, so that we can't get to where we want to go with whoever that's coming in, right? Because that's what I'm feeding. That's what's giving me the energy that's coming in is talking about. Because the Six of Swords is a transition card. It means moving forward, letting go of the past, you know. And this is in the backwards position, so it's talking about like you're unable to let go and move forward. You are unable to be independent currently. You are fighting something within your heart. You're trying to let go of somebody from your past, somebody that you have had a connection with for a really long time. And I feel like that connection is coming in. That person that maybe you were wanting to spend time with or to reconnect with in the past is coming back around. But it's not happening right now, and that can be very frustrating, and it may not happen for quite a while because the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands, oh God, side by side in the reverse is not good news. So it's saying that there's not a happy family reunion, there's not a happy union happening. This connection, this marriage, we'll call it, of the two of you is not happening right now, but it will. There will be communication coming in because Three of Cups is here, and it's telling you that that connection's going to happen. It's just going to be when you and the other person is balanced. So when when you become balanced, the universe will say, now is the time. Boop, 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 boop. There's your person. Go and do your thing. If it works out, it works out. You know what to do. You've learned your lessons. You're on your own kind of thing. And whatever choices you make, whatever decisions that come, whatever connections, whatever conversations, that's on the two of you. But right now, it's not happening. Okay? So in your personal desires, I feel like, let me look at this another way. I feel something else coming through me. So we have the Six of Wands. So, okay, so again, recognition, for your works, like I said. King of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a routine, a practicality going on here that, you want recognition for. Something that you've worked really hard on. And, you're very resourceful as a result. There is a discipline that you have put towards yourself that's bringing you abundance financially. That's what you want. You want to have that finance coming in. You want that financial freedom. You've worked really hard, okay, on getting here, and you want recognition for that. You want this to come to fruition. You definitely want to be in this place of celebration for a job well done and being recognized by a raise or some kind of financial increase in your life, okay? Because you're not happy with what's happening with your finances. I feel like some of you are working very hard and being paid less than you should be. In other words, you're not being paid your worth, okay? That's another storyline coming through. The King of Swords in the backwards position, talks about an abuse of power, being conned into thinking that perhaps you're going to get this certain thing if you do this really hard work, but it never really coming, being bribed with like maybe conversations that make you feel good, but it's just there to keep you where you are. So I think a lot of you are maybe going to try and transition out of this job that you're currently in because you're not being paid what you're worth. You're not being recognized, and that's really what you want. You want to be recognized for your work, and you want to have a good pay scale that represents what you do. So maybe you work in a field that you do other things that nobody really knows, and you're not being, and you're looking at other people who do less than you and being paid more. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. So I see that going on in your wants and desires. So definitely you are looking, Geminis everywhere, including myself, we want more money. That's about, that's it. We are out of our head emotionally, which is making us a little bit kind of like, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, because we just want to like get shit done and get paid for it and live a happy life. Like, it's not hard, but with a lot of, being a Gemini, you definitely have like hurdles and there's always something thrown at you and you're just like juggling shit for days trying to come out of it on top. And when you do, you just want to like that attaboy, you just want that attaboy. And so when that doesn't happen, you're kind of like, okay, well now I have to give it to myself and be more independent and not dependent on others for that recognition, right? And I think that sometimes we get stuck in that and then we feel like we're in a job that, we need to move away from and move forward from. But I think a lot of us love our job. We don't want to leave our job. I just think we want to be, maybe a raise or an increase of some kind to make us feel like we're valued for what our worth is, right? And that's what anybody really wants. You know what I mean? Just to be recognized for your worth and what you bring to the table. I think that's important as well, to be respected, right? And so in the current position, we have the Two of Wands in the reverse, which talks about plans falling apart, thinking a little bit too small, travel plans not working out. Six of Swords is a transition card that talks about unable to move on, travel issues, being stagnant, in other words, like very fatigued, like not doing much, like unproductive, very unproductive, right? This card's come up in multiple readings, as well as the Two of Wands, actually. And the King of Swords, the Lovers card as well. So the Lovers is in the reverse, and so when you have a union card like that in the reverse, it means that there's something missing. If you're in a relationship with that person, it just means that there is a harmony that's not there. So you're not in harmony with your head and your heart. And I feel like a lot of us Geminis are just trying to transition into a new place where either we're going to fall into something with somebody who is going to bring us harmony, and joy and you know, be recognized for what we're worth and be treated as such, and transition into that with an independent way, not a codependent way. We want to be with somebody who we walk a path with, not, you know, somebody who tour guides you through through life. You want to be with somebody who's going to lift you up and encourage you, and you know, aspire to be more than whatever you are, and just go through life learning and being happy and being joyful and being partners. And being partners is really important for Geminis right now. We are looking for our other partner. We want someone to walk with, not behind, not in front of, you know, not with a leash. Although some of you might like that. um, but as an equal, right? We want to find we're looking for our equal. We want our mirror, okay? And that's what the Lover's card is the mirror of ourself. We want our soulmate to come into our life, or come back into our life if we've missed an opportunity here, okay? Or this person is a twin flame. So this person may appear to you, and it may not be in a romantic way. So for some of you Geminis out there, you may be with your twin flame. It could be a very strong connection, a very strong friendship that may not turn into a romantic one. And that's something that is hard to deal with, but that's sometimes how it goes, right? But definitely, we are definitely looking, Geminis, looking for that special one. And for some of you out there, you found that special one, but you can't get to the person because of travel restrictions and COVID and all this, right? And that's kind of really frustrating. So I see that frustration there. You have the 10 and the 4, cups and wands, and they're in the reverse. So let's look at that. I'm going to clarify those for you. So you have the 10 of cups, which talks about family trouble, empty nest syndrome. Some of you maybe are, you know, have your kids leaving the house and now you're lonesome, and maybe that's a reason to get out and meet somebody who will bring you some joy, right? But yeah, I see that happening there. The universal energy is saying that's coming in, okay? Again, this is the broken marriage card. This came up in the Aries reading as well. So whoever you're waiting for, Gemini, might be leaving a relationship or a marriage, which is why this recent current energy, you're not able to connect with them, because this is taking place, or is going to take, it hasn't happened yet. Okay, so, and I'm not saying like wait around for a married person, like that's wrong, but if you're connected to somebody from the past who's married, and you think there's not going to be a chance with that person again, the universe is saying never say never, because this is happening. Whoever this is, I feel very strongly is going to come out of this marriage, because it's been broken for a really long time, okay? And again, this not getting married is going to be planted in their head. So if you're looking for marriage from this person, probably won't happen for a really long time. They do not want to be controlled, and this person just isn't. I mean, it's a fire sign, you know, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. They don't want. They're not looking to be, let's fall back in love with somebody. They're going to need a lot of time, right? A lot of time. And that's when this card comes in, because you may have a connection that does happen, a communication coming in from this person to say, hey, you know what, let's meet up for coffee, but it could just be coffee, you know. There might be some intention there deep down, but they're not going to act on it for a really long time. So just keep that in mind. But the restorative justice is there, so something will be worked out between the two of you. Maybe there's something that happened that, you know, never got rectified or resolved. Maybe you're going to have closure with this person, so you can move on and meet the love of your life. That's something else that's coming through. So I do see that here. I just want to clarify the 4 of Wands again in the reverse. So yeah, leaving home, moving out, arguments. So that's why this is happening. So this person who's in a relationship or married, and this could be you as well, Jem. Like this could be you. This could be talking about, your relationship, your marriage coming to a halt. Okay, and that's why you're in this recent position of not transitioning, your relationship breaking up, and you can't go anywhere, and all this sort of thing, right? You're not independent, and that's what you want, and so that's why this is happening. That's another storyline coming through. So with this being beside each other, it's definitely saying that you know there were arguments in the marriage. There was a lot of hurt, a lot of controlling each other. Trust wasn't there, and once the trust is broken, the connection is gone. That's when you decide enough's enough, and you move on. You're not necessarily leaving the person for someone else. It's just that you know that it's over and you move forward, right? And for some people, it's very difficult to do that, and I feel like that's why it's taken so long. I have the 14, which is a 4 and a 1 and a 5. So the 5 is this year. So the 5 is the communication card, and it's a pull and push. So this person's been very confused, but this will come to pass this year. I feel like very strongly. And with the communication card there, the 3 of Cups, it's a celebration. So there will be a celebration there. Friends, friendship, celebrations, joy, a gathering, a party, something supportive to help you through this transition. If it is you who's going through this breakup, right? Your friends will be there to help you through it. And if this is somebody you're waiting for, Gemini, then, maybe there will be something that happens where you'll be getting together with friends and you'll bump into each other, or but it will be when you don't expect it to happen, which is generally the case, right? Which is generally the case. The Knight of Cups in the reverse position, like I said in the beginning of the reading, is talking about greed, weight gain, laziness, looking for quick results. That's the overall energy of the reading, and I feel like you're just waiting around, not making an effort, not doing the work to get to where you want to be for yourself personally. And that's to do with, this chronic fatigue that we're all going through because of COVID, and the restrictions of travel, and not being able to get out and, do what you need to do to fill your cup. And for those of you who are single, this is what this is applying to. It's not for everyone, obviously, but this overall energy of like not paying attention to what's in front of you is an overall theme for when we're not focused on what needs to occur, like when we're in denial. Okay. And I feel like a lot of us have been in denial about certain things about ourselves that are coming to the surface that maybe we've been dealing with for quite a while. And I think the month of March has definitely brought that out of us, and I think that's why this energy has been so frantic, because we are doing the work, and we're trying to get there. It's just been really difficult to move through the energies, right? And now that we're transitioning into the energy that we should be in, it's still a little bit difficult because there are some barriers and roadblocks, and the typical thing for a Gemini to go through, because you're not just going through life with one-sided of a personality. Thank you. There's two sides to ourself, and there's our rational mind, and then there's our heart mind, and then there's our mind heart. And when things are out of balance, we don't like to make decisions. That's why we always seem to come off as being indecisive and frivolous and flaky, because we don't want to make the wrong choice, and we're very deep thinkers, and we're very intellectual. And so I feel like if that's not in play, then we do nothing. So I think that's why we've just been kind of like stagnant, right? Which is what this card's talking about. So, I've put on weight, haven't been exercising, because I'm just all in my head about everything, and it's just so much to do this and do that. And you know what? We're all going through that. It's a part of, listen, you can't come from nothing. You can't become something from nothing. Like, to get to a good place health-wise, you need to be overweight to get thin. You need to be thin to gain weight. You need to be sad to get joyful. Do you know what I mean? So that's what's happening here with a lot of us, I feel like, myself included. Put on some weight, but I'm dealing with that, and that's my thing. That's where my greed has been coming in. I've been like eating all my emotions all the whole month of March, just eating them all up. one at a time, down the gut. And my body's like, probably not a good idea. Maybe you should cut back on all the carbs and maybe not eat so much shit, you know. So I'm there with you. I'm with you, Gemini. I really am. I'm this energy is not, you're not alone. Is what I'm saying. And you know, and I think we're really working on ourselves, and it's just going to take a little time, but we'll get there. And again, you know, we have been working hard on, you know, bringing some finances in and getting grounded, being independent, not looking for anybody else to serve us. We're filling our own cup, and sometimes that can be draining, right? And it can be really like emotionally overwhelming. So keep that in mind, that at the end of the day, that balance is restored, and it's a beautiful celebration of yourself and with your friends, and you know, for whatever it is that you're going through, that you'll come out on top. And so don't worry about this thing. It's, you know, this was meant to happen. If this wasn't you, that's their thing, this cross watcher. You know, could be a Gemini, could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. Okay, so these two people who are leaving each other, that's their business. If this is to do with you, Gemini, then it's meant to happen, and you have to just let life take its course, because this was a breakdown in communication. This was never a good communication. This was always an argument. And when you lose the connection with a Gemini, you guys all know what happens. Bye-bye. Right? So if it's you, then you made the right choice. And, you know, we cannot be sitting around waiting for people to change when we're changing and they're just sort of staying the same. And that's another thing that a lot of us, I think, deal with as well going through life. But that's not an isolated event, obviously. At any rate, I hope that that's helped you in some kind of a way, Gem. I've really resonated with that, and I'm pretty sure you have as well. We're at 26 minutes, which is pretty long. So I'm not going to pull any extra cards. I'm going to leave it at that. I think it's pretty straightforward. You know what? No, I will. I'm going to pull a Dream Oracle card and see what comes up for what our deep down subconscious, unconscious desire. Angel. Okay, we got an angel looking out for us. It says tap into your highest wisdom. So we're on a quest, Gems. Okay, and the universe is saying you're on the right path. Trust in your intuition. Tap into yourself. You have the answers inside you, right? God will show you the way. This is a spiritual energy. This is angel energy. This is light. This is beautiful energy. Okay, it's warmth. It's happiness. And it's within you. And you don't need anybody to do that for you. You can do that for yourself. And always remember that you're not alone. You always have an angel with you. Ooh, I got goosebumps. First time in a long time. I got the goosies. So that's that. Hope that's been helpful. Thanks for joining me. And hey, you know what? I have a new slogan on my show. It says, see you next time when you wake up in my timeline. Take care.